Welcome back to the news at 3 a.m. This is NBLA from Flippin', Arkansas. The top stories today: nebular formation in the left quadrant of the Milky Way. Gravitational contraction is already occurring. A fantastic performance of conservation of angular momentum by the dusty dust bowls. Ignition expected any time now. And the residual material coalescing plan.
Thank you, Leopold, and hello everybody, I'm Wilfred Weather. As Leopold mentioned, we're seeing some nebular formation in the left quadrant. This cloud of gas and dust is growing, the particles sticking together due to electrostatic charge. It's not too exciting to look at now, but later we might see something exciting. Alright, back to you, Leo.
Thank you, Wilfred. NASA just announced, due to some crazy unexpected acceleration in the nebula, that the nebula has already passed the condensing from electrostatic charge and is now being pulled in by gravity, our all-encompassing force pulling everything together and holding everything together. This groundbreaking change is fast-forwarding the process exponentially. Now over to Bartholomew with sports. You should be over there.
Thank you, Leopold. So as you know, we had electric game last night. The conservation of angular momentum by the dusty dust bowls was nothing short of picture perfect. The acceleration of that nebula, as soon as those mass players started distributing to the close, tight formation, it was just unbelievable. You see, Leo, once you're moving, if you really distribute your mass wider, you slow way down. But as soon as you get those players back close into that tight formation, they start climbing in speed again. I think the real master behind this game was Coach Neb. What separates him from the others is just his knowledge of the game, his knowledge of the fact that the center of mass is really the important part of the game. You see, that is where everything slowly gets pulled towards, and so the speed just keeps going up further and further. So then once you reach that moment of inertia, some material just go flying outwards once you reach those top speeds, right? So I really think we could even see some planets made out of this game. The nebula was just spinning so fast that those things that were so much less dense than the others, they just couldn't stay in the middle, and they found themselves thrown out into the protostar phases. Really just an excellent performance last night to sum things up. Back to you.
Thank you, Bartholomew, with that excellent sports news. We'll be right back with the weather after this short ad break.
The only place you can get a triple beef burger deluxe and a tall patty shake for only $23.41. McDaniels, where the nuggets are almost always made of chicken. Now get 11 for 59 cents and a side of tartacue sauce. McDaniels, the McBag Bomb Burstachino, for when you need a day, but there's no hope remaining. Only at McDaniels. The new Plurplerizer. The perfect blend of Plurple and Pulverizer. All natural and pesticide free. McDonoghue's. We've got the hot triple beef bombacular and Scott Bakula ready to pound you to the ground with flavor. Only at McDonoghue's. Love it raw. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Welcome back. We're going to be moving over to the weather with Wilfred.
Hello everybody, I'm Wilfred Weather, and I've got some breaking weather news. We're seeing temperatures reach near 15 million degrees near a certain nebula and expect to see something exciting. We expect this nebula to ignite. It's not every day that it happens, so you all are in for a treat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow, that's always exciting. Now for those folks who are confused, what you just saw was nuclear fusion. I know that sounds scary, but it's really quite simple in concept. As you can see, red ball hit red ball and stick to make big one. This can only happen when a nebula gets hot enough. When it reaches over 50 million degrees Celsius, the balls bounce around fast enough to touch each other. They normally don't, but when they're bouncing around so fast, it's bound to happen. When they finally hit each other, they combine and release a ton of energy, enough to make this cloud of dust and gas into a protostar. This star could get hotter and hotter, and it will until it reaches hydrostatic equilibrium, which is when a star's own gravity is equal to the inside pressure. Not all stars reach this right away because they have more or less mass. Our sun, for example.
All right, thank you, Wilfred. We're going to be shifting gears, switching over to the celebrity news with Percival.
Thank you, Leopold. There has been some major celeb news of late. Some breakout planets were created with a new video leaking of a newbie called Jupiter. forming from, believe it or not, materials from a star. This creates something the kids are calling, quote, protoplanetary disk. Clearly jealous of these nebulae, these materials are merging due to electrostatic attraction and then, once heavy enough, gravity. These materials collide in what I like to call collision coalescence, which is a term I came up with because I am smart. Whoa, I might be getting off topic there a tad, but anyways, after the collisions, everything in our universe calms down a bit as we get our new planets. Some of the planets farther from us seem to be a bit gassy, and that probably has to do with the reach of the sun. There has been a bit of gossip concerning some stray gas elements, with reports of some elements like hydrogen freezing deep into space, which could compress due to gravity once large enough, apparently called the frost line. We will keep you all informed as we get more info. This has been Percival Winchester Nottingham III with your celebrity news.
This has been the News at 3 from Flippin, Arkansas. It's been a pleasure to have you all this morning. I'll catch you guys next time.
Hey Leo, I got your coffee for you.
Thank you, Wilfred. What is this cabinet? Not decaf. Get my office.